So yeah, if it is from quarter to quarter, if we see from December quarter, so no, year to year, I am telling you that there has been drastic fall in the second quarter itself for the previous year. Second, third, fourth, there have been a continuously fall. So this is a fourth, up to third, third quarter we had a profitability of 45 crore. Now net profit has been increased to 88 crore. So it's a now turning has already taken. So lowest was the last quarter, that was in the September, and that was in December 13, and now again this profitability level has increased. As you see, our this provision coverage ratio, that has also increased from 45% it has gone to 52%. So provision coverage ratio has also increased, and despite that we have been able to improve the profitability level. That means the stress which were there in terms of the downgrading of the assets and increase in the NPA, now that turnaround has been made from this quarter itself, and in the coming quarters that I think the increasing trend will be maintained, because there have been recoveries in some of the major accounts which have taken place in the month of May itself, and which will have a much bearing positive impact in the further quarters to come. Yeah, provisioning one thing is that point is that there has been improvement in this quarter, not as compared to previous two quarters. Now it's again an increasing trend has started, and if you compare year on year, though definitely it has been an increase in the NPA level, which of course has been in the earlier quarter it has been to a large extent, but if you see the ratio of this NPA, gross NPA was 5.5% as on December, and now it has come down to 5.29%. So percentage of gross NPA has come down. Percentage of NPA, net NPA, which was 3.65 as on December 13, it has come to 3.11. So there has been an improvement in the NPA level also, but because of the earlier being NPA level being more and provisioning more, so that's why the profitability level is to this extent, to 88 crore. Provisioning ratio last quarter was 45.64, and now it is 52.55. So we have been able to increase that provisioning ratio by 7%. The reason being that what we have been making the provision for the pension as well as for the gratuity. So that we have been making higher because of the rate of interest being at that point of time the discounting factor was at around 8%, and as for the actuaries now valuations, because for the first three quarters also we have done the excess provisioning, about 120 crore per quarter we have been making the provision, but now when we are coming to the exact calculation by the actuaries in this quarter, so we have made the exact calculation, and because the discounting factor being at the rate of 9.11, because one thing is that the age has increased to 10 to 11%. So 11% bond is coming to 9.11. So whatever the actuaries have actually done the valuation, that whatever we should make the provision. So accordingly we have netted it off in the last quarter, because in the earlier three quarters we have made the higher provisioning, and for this year as a whole we have made the provisioning, so that amount is coming to the lesser amount. Then exact provisioning, because we have already done the higher provisioning for the first three quarters. So now as per the actuaries valuation, we have done the right provisioning, and as per our auditor's valuation. I should say it's a infra sector basically, infra, power, but it's not a very major is with the infra sector. Infra, power, and what are the iron and steel. That is a major concern. I should say, because there has been turnaround in this quarter. So the worst, I should say, that during this financial year, where there has been lot of downtrend already, and recession we have seen the way. I should say that that of course fall has been there earlier also, and our Majority of the branches, as you know, that some of the branches could not function also. But still we see that the level of NPAs in agriculture and small loans and SIG, it has been to the round of about 2.8 to 2.7%. So that has not affected so far. But it's a political decision. We cannot say that which way the things will move. If in reality they go for debt waiver and all that, in that case, bank is not going to lose. Waiver is only to the farmers. Bankers will get its share. No, we will not have the extra. Because in that case, the waiver is to the farmers. The money, if the government will have the money, only then they will go for the waiver. And then they have to give us, as it took last time, say 10 years earlier, when it was a debt waiver scheme, bankers had got their share. So bankers were getting the money. It was the government was to pay to the farmer, that indirectly they had paid it. So of course that affects the overall sentiment for the recovery. That has a great impact. Because for that, for revival, we have to take another 1 or 2 years, we have to make a lot of efforts. Because then it is in their mind always that loan can be waived. So it takes us, bankers have a much more greater task to do, to just revive the same sentiment. But immediately, I don't think, rather we are a gainer. Yeah, that's what I am saying. That ultimately, to develop that habit among the small farmers and all, it takes a lot of time. So bankers have to invest more time than further. If there is debt waiver, then the next year and in the coming year, there is a recovery is very less. That impact we can have in the later on. But initially, I think when there is a waiver, bankers will get it their due share. There has been some accounts slipped to NPA. Because some of the accounts are shifting to NPA on quarterly basis. But all these accounts, they are related with the economy, most of the accounts. So if there is slight improvement in the economy, suppose there are power projects, some gas linkages are required, some coal linkages are required. So there is nothing wrong in those investments. All investments are intact, there is no problem in those accounts. If some policy decision is taken and some linkages are provided to these type of projects, they will be definitely reviving. So all such accounts are bigger accounts. So they have definitely have a direct bearing on the economy. If the economy improves, these accounts will come out of the restructuring package. If that remains as it is, then definitely is a much threat, because definitely 10 to 15% of these accounts can be converted into the NPA. Recruitment, if we say, I think we had recruited about 2,500 officers last year and about 1,000 clerical. That was the recruitment we had made last year. And with that, our overall age of the employee, that has come to about 44. So average age of the employees has come down to about 44. And that's why, that was the reason that when we are recruited earlier, so we are in a position to open more branches. It is not that we are opening the branches first and then recruiting the staff. Last year we had taken a proactive step that we will recruit the person first and then we will open the branches. So we have the capability of our staff, we have surplus staff which can take care of the around 400 new branches to be opened. Otherwise also in the regular planning we may be recruiting about 1,500 persons this year also. Status is that we had taken physical possession of 2 properties which we were having exclusively with us. One Chennai property and one Bangalore property. But because of certain interference by the court and this thing, though we have not been able to dispose those so far. So we are taking up because we are stuck up somewhere in the legally, because in a country like India, you know that everybody has a right to go to court and all that. So we are also putting all our efforts, and things may take shape because the next dates are in the June itself. There are 2-3 cases for which we are contesting with the court. That value is about more than 150 crore, both put together. Our exposure to is about 199 crore. So we had taken physical possession, but because of certain intervention by the company law board and by the court. So that is still status quo is being maintained. So let's see, because we are also in the fighting very hard in the court. So far, we also understand that no other can be the claimant for the Simandra. No, so far they have not yet announced. But once all the things, machinery is in place, then they will announce it. So whatever they will give the verdict, we will present our case, other banks will present their own case. I think the worst is over. So far as the NPA party is concerned, NPA, I think that has already reached at the peak. And now it is only a turnaround. So that turnaround round is, I think that can be visible from the results which we have produced today, because we have tried to consolidate the balance sheet. Instead of showing slightly higher profit, we have tried to consolidate and make further more provision, so which will bring in a big way for making more profits in all these 4 quarters. NIM, of course, I can give the guidance, it will be always be around more than 2.75. This year. NPA, we have reached to 5.29, and our endeavor is that by the end of this financial year, we should be around 4%. I should say, no, we should not say that we are at the peak, but of course that is a higher level. We accept that NPA level is a higher level. No, one thing is that of course, one thing is our bank being still considered as a regional bank, to be very frank. Andhra Bank still be considered to be a regional bank because most of the presence is in Andhra only. Though of course during the last year and this year we have tried to grow pan-India, and we have opened so many branches outside Andhra also, and we are having more business in outside Andhra also. But still our status remains that we have a much more business in Andhra and still considered as a regional bank in that terms. And you know whatever been the state of affairs during the last 1 year, how has been the state of affairs in entire Andhra, and about 4 to 5 months our branches also could not function. So that also has a bearing on some portion of bearing on the results. But that I think that phase is gone now, and it's a good business opportunity in both, either it is in Telangana or it is in Simandra. So whatever we have lost the ground during the last year, I think there is a greater, rather more opportunities in this area, because the banking will also be gaining. Because both the one thing is that overall economic scenario is not good. So slippages has been more or less at par with the other banks. We are at par with more or less with the industry level. Our figures are now more or less with the industry level, maybe slightly on the higher side. Otherwise, my NP level, net NP level, had it been 3%, that was very well acceptable. But we have brought down from 3.65 to 3.11 within this quarter. So if we have the capacity to brought it to 3.11. So next quarter we are expecting definitely to bring it below 3%. If it becomes below 3%, I think that is at par with the industry. And why in our bank it has been more, I already told you that because of exposure in some bigger accounts earlier taken, because of the infrastructure funding, some power projects. So those, and in some of the discoms, particularly Andhra Pradesh State Electricity Board, Haryana State Electricity Board, Rajasthan Electricity Board, Tamil Nadu. So exposure in those discoms also have contributed to a large extent. So those are the factors which have all been taken into consideration now. So there is a time for further reversal of the things. If the economy improves, definitely these bigger accounts will also be generating some income, and they can come out of the NPA level. I am telling you now that political uncertainty is over. Once the governments come, they cannot say both ways. If they have to waive it, they will waive it. If they waive it, it is not going to affect the banker's recovery immediately, because immediately we will get the money. But only thing is, as you have been rightly telling that will have the overall impact on the recovery sentiment. So farmers may not pay in the coming years, but in this year at least there will not be any effect. Rather, we will be recovering some bad loans also, indirectly I am telling. So that can be a plus point. That cannot be a negative. But in the subsequent years, of course, bankers have to make a lot of effort, because those sentiments are not there when they are in the rural area. It is very difficult to recover. Yeah. Regarding NPAs, we have a specific plan in the sense that now we have introduced the concept of SMA. Previously, we were having the concept of NPA and PNPA. Now we have come out with a concept of SMA, special mentioned account. So SMA 1 category, SMA 2 category. SMA 1 category where the overdues are more than 30 days. And SMA 2 category where the overdues are more than 60 days. And NPA becomes when the overdues are more than 90 days. So now our machinery starts working when it is coming under the category of SMA 1 itself. So that means if there are 30 days overdue, my machinery will start working on that day itself. And it is a system driven. It is no manual intervention. So the 30th day, and every day I will get the alert that this account overdue has become more than 30 days. So some of the accounts, major accounts, I myself, my chairman, my general managers, down the line my DGM, at the head office level itself, all those accounts which are more than a top 50 accounts. Top 50 accounts we will be monitoring at central office itself. Then our zonal offices, we have now 32 zonal offices. So all zonal offices, zonal managers down the line will be monitoring all those bigger accounts. 50 lakhs and above, all accounts will be monitoring by the team at the zonal office level itself. The remaining accounts we will be leaving to the branch only. Earlier what we were doing, that everything we were leaving to the branch. So all these big accounts, even single accounts will be now earmarked to individual person for monitoring, and the centralized daily monitoring system is there. So where we will be monitoring the accounts on that basis, so that account is not slipped. Once it is slipped, then there is no, then we are coming into action otherwise. So steps are being taken so that the account doesn't slip into the NPA category. So that effective monitoring system we have introduced in all the branches and in the zones. No, NPA, for recovery of NPA, that recovery team is there. Previously, those recovery persons were also looking after the monitoring of account also. Now, monitoring of account so that the account doesn't slip into NPA category. We have to prevent that, so that no new accounts are added to the NPA category. So that machinery will work separately. Recovery team, as it is already established, they will continue to work as it is. So that there is a reduction in NPA of the existing, and there is no further slippages to the new NPA. Last year, if you see, I think that was the presentation also, we have opened 248 branches. That was all-time high by Andhra Bank. This year, we are planning to open about 400 to 500 branches. 400 to 500 branches we will like to open. And maybe we are opening more branches in Telangana, because in Telangana area we have some branches, we have less branches, whereas in the Simandra we have more branches. So depending on the overall political scenario, if we have to make some local head office in the Simandra area also, we will make the local head office there also, because here also we have the head office. And wherever there is some pockets where we don't have much presence, we would like to open more branches in those areas. So overall, we will be opening more than 400 branches this year. No, not on Telangana. Bank as a whole, last time we opened 248 branches. Prior to that, we had opened 155 branches. Prior to that, we were opening only 80-90 branches per year. So now we have built up our capacity. We are confident that we will be opening more than 400 branches, 400 to 500 branches, because we are now 2,115 branches, bank as a whole. AP, maybe about 50% we will be opening in AP, and remaining 50% outside. That is the model we have there. Lead bank, still it is not decided. We consider that we are the lead in both the banks so far. But even if in other states some other bank is made the lead bank, that is not going to affect our business. Because whatever presence we are having, if we are having less presence there, so there is an opportunity for us to open more branches, to go more deeper into those areas, and to have wherever these new developments coming up, definitely banking opportunities will be coming up. So in any case, it is not going to affect the business, rather that will boost the business. We understand that banking business as a whole will improve in the Andhra state put together, whether it is Telangana or in Simandra. Last year, of course, our business has grown by about 12.8%. Deposit had grown by about 14.6% and advances by 10.5%. But this year, we are expecting that the business will grow in the range of about 18 to 20%. Because we are expecting that at least GDP will grow minimum by 1% more. So if it is in the range of 5.6 to 5.75 even, so our banking will grow by minimum 18 to 20%. So we are expecting at least 1 or 2% more we should grow more than our peers.